Hello. Long time no talk or see or anything. Sorry I haven't been around, but as you may know, I have a new grandchild that was born Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I was in Texas for his birth. Everything is wonderful. My daughter did a great job. I'm so very proud of her. We are moving into December's stamp of the month. And this is the stamp of the month for this month. And it is a lovely floral, easy to color, easy to cut out. The sentiments are: a thankful heart blooms year round, happiness never grows old, and be your own kind of beautiful. So they're very generic, and I am using the Serenity paper pack, which is our featured paper pack for this month, to make these cards. As you may know, you can get this stamp of the month with a $50 purchase from Close to My Heart. You can get it for $5. If you're a VIP, you get it for free. I have noted that one of my VIPs ordered twice last month and was able to get the stamp of the month for November free twice. Okay, so every $50 order, it looks like you can get a free stamp of the month, but it has to be two separate orders. They may catch that and change it, I don't know, but if, for whatever reason you make two orders, you might get two free stamp of the months. So, hi Teresa, I'm glad I caught you. I see you commented. Yes. So this month is this stamp set, and these are the cards that I made. These are my prototype cards. These are the two cards I decided I'm going to do as freebies. This is just a top fold card, and I'll show you that. So it's this, and these prototypes, so I colored these two separate ways to see which one I liked, and I like them both. So I'm having a hard time deciding which one I want to do, but that is, something that you can change. If you get this card kit, you can color it the dark way or you can color it the light way. So I'll show you both ways. This is a gift card holder, because I know we'll be doing a lot of thank you cards for Christmas gifts or what have you. You could even whip these up if you get it soon. I can send you the cards, kits right away, and you could use it as a Christmas gift card. I'll color it with red and green or whatever. But this is also a gift card holder. I just did it the top fold, so you can put your gift card in there, and that is extended that way. With this, what I did was I stamped on white cardstock. I stamped it on a 12 by 12 piece of paper. It wasn't 12 by 12, it was 12 by 4, I think, a border. And then I cut it into 4 separate pieces. So this is 4 inches. And then I just fussy cut around it and layered it up. Now, on the stamp set, one of the nice things is this little rose here. I'm calling these roses. They look like roses to me. Maybe not. Whatever. This rose is this rose. Same. So if you cut it out and layer it on top, it layers perfectly. There's 3 separate leaves that you can cut out, fussy cut, and layer, that make really nice layering pieces. So that's what I did here. So it's just another option, something you can do. This one I used one of our Cricut cuts from the Serenity collection, so that'll come in with the card kit. Okay, so let's get to making these cards. And let's see. I'll make one now, and then I'll come on and make one another time. I think I'm going to do. I think I'll do that one. But which one do I want to do? We'll do this one. Okay. So this is what you'll get in your kit, and you'll get paper to stamp these on. These are stamped with our Intense Black ink. So you'll get a sheet of white cardstock in addition to this. So you get your layers, and this is a Serenity paper. And you can layer these however you want. Okay, there's flowers on them. They're an ombre effect, so you can layer it whichever way you want. This piece is for your sentiment. Okay, for you to write on and say whatever you want to say, but I really like having a thank you card to go along with it. It's so pretty. I love these colors together, this sapphire and bluebell. Okay, do that. Now, because I'm putting the flowers on it, they kind of get lost on this. It's all up to you. You could leave them white and just layer it up. So there's a lot of different options, but this is the way that I chose to do it. So we'll do this real quick. Excuse my reach. Get my big glue thing. First we're going to score this in half, this front cover. So it's going to be 2 1/8. So you'll score it back. That's all that is to make that nice fold. Score the card in half, then score the one layer in half, and there is your unfold. Okay, so that is easy, easy. And these are going to get layered. Let's see how I did this one. I did the dark one in here. So it's up to you on how you want to do it. There's that. And the stamp set has 2 different clusters of flowers. This one is wider and this one is narrower, so it fits here perfect. This one is too wide, so this one went on this side and this one's going to go here. And I already, stamped and cut them out, so you can see. So this one can overlap. That's where you get that overlap here. Alright, so we're going to stamp here, and this I used with the intense black. You could use sapphire or the toffee or whatever you wanted. And I also did a little border here, so we're going to do that too. First, I waited and did it after because I made the card, and then I thought, geez, that looks kind of plain on this side here, so I wanted to find something to spruce it up a little bit, and that little stamp that's included in the stamp set is fit perfect. So this is going to fit perfect right here, and hopefully it comes out okay since I already put my paper on there. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to get this, and I have this all ready to go. So we're going to just do a little border here, and this little dot stamp is geared perfect. So that just added something, those little touches that really make it look nice. You could also do outline with the black marker. You know how I do the outline a lot. Just trace around with your marker. That would enclose it and make it look nice. And I put this white glitter on it just to make it look better. And what I did was I closed this and I glued it down. But it looks like I might overlap the sentiment, so this time I'm going to have to put it down here. Closer. But that's alright. This is not a very thick card, because it has a double fold. You don't want to add too much more dimension. Okay, where is that other one? Here it is. So this white glitter paper is included in the kit too. And I have found if I put the glue down on the piece and then put the paper on top of it, I don't smear it as much. Just a little tidbit I found. I still have to train myself to make sure I do it that way. And liquid glue definitely is the way to go for me because I can move things just a smidge before it dries. Okay, so the coloring of these, and I'll tell you. I used our tri-blend markers. They're the most wonderful thing ever. And these are the 3 that I used. ice gray blend, the true blue blend, and the muted brown blend. Okay, the muted brown, the light is what I did the leaves with. And you don't have to do a real good job of coloring. You just lay some color on there. There's no blending involved. You don't have to use any of the mid-tone or dark tone. You can if you want. But I am doing this, and then I'm using the shimmer brush on top. And that adds my shadowing. The shimmer brushes are very highly pigmented. So you want to use them very sparingly, or you're going to have the leaves that are going to be really dark. So, you know, if that's what you're looking for, that's fine too. It all depends on what you're looking for. And where did I put my shimmer brushes? They're there. Okay. So you're going to take your shimmer brush, and then you just add your details. Okay, so the ice gray, and that's the dark end, I don't want that. Believe it or not, the ice gray is what matches this bluebell color. I do add a little bit of the true blue here, which is the leaves here, but it's really intense blue, and to match the bluebell, you didn't really want it that intense. So I go around with the ice blue just around the edges, like I trace the black lines, and that just adds your color so that you can get your flowers colored in, and they will match perfectly. You can color them any color you want. You know, don't get me wrong there. You can do any color you want. But to have them look monochromatic like this, well, the blue monochromatic, this is the color that I found matched the best. I really was surprised because I thought the true blue would have matched it. And it does. I mean, those leaves look pretty good against this. But if I use it on the flowers, that was really, really too bright. Okay, so there's that one. And now I will go in with the lightest true blue just to add a little bit of color. And this blends in with that ice gray. If you don't get any markers, the gray, if you only have a few markers, I should say. Let me rephrase that. Gray is a really good color to have with any other color, because you can add your shadowing with it to make any color darker. You don't have to have multiple, you know, 3 different. You can just use the gray as your highlight. Now for the middle tone, these flowers have a little bit of brown, and I'm going to put that on there with a muted brown, and then with the shimmer brush. Okay. So that's how I colored this one. And I added, now this is a little darker, so I'll show you how I got this more intense color in a little bit. But we're going to put this on here first. Use my liquid glass. And I'm not going to put any glue on these outside leaves because I don't want to glue it to the other side right here. I don't want glue on that part. Or you'll have your fold all glued together, and I got some out. That is all set, and we can put this layer on. Okay, so now to do the true blue shade. Okay, I had to go to the shades for the true blue to get this coloring here. And I also use black with it. So let's go the darkest. And why I'm doing this is on this paper. See how those leaves are shaded like that? So I was trying to copy that. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You know, you can color these however you would like, of course. So I use the darkest color. I use many different colors, but I ended up going over it with the dark, so that's what I'm going to start with demonstrating this. And then with the black, I just went on at the base and drew the black up. And that kind of just gave it that really dark look. Now, as you can see on here, the base is the gray. Okay, I colored in all the white around this I colored it gray so that, where did the gray go? Okay, it's right here in front of me. I colored it gray so that it would blend in with the background, and it looked really good. Now this one is lighter, so I would want to go with the lighter color. And I may not even do it the same way as this card. I may color this again and match it with this. But I wanted to show you how I colored it in case you wanted to duplicate it. So I just went in and colored all the white parts with the gray. And it just makes it layer so nice. Let's see how that looks. See how it just disappears? You can see the white, but when you put the gray on there, it just kind of disappears into the background. It's so cool that it does that. So that is how I colored those. And let's see, the flower was colored the same exact way. Okay, now the next thing I did was I took my Stickles, and this would be my clear Stickles. And I have this craft mat here that is your non-stick, non-absorbent plastic. And I put some of my blue shimmer brush on there. Okay, and then I use the water brush. And this has water, you know, in the barrel. And you squeeze the water out, make sure your brush water's out. And what's nice about that is after you do this technique, you can then rinse it out with the water that's in the barrel, so that you don't want to leave the glue on it because then it'll be, you know, hard. So put glue on it, which is in the glitter glue, and if you don't clean it off, it'll dry and be stiff, and you'll be in trouble. Okay, so this piece, what I did with these coloring was using the Stickles technique. Okay. So this is the diamond Stickles, I think. Yes. So I just went on it, and I actually used my paintbrush to paintbrush the Stickles on, so I don't have to worry about all that drying time. It dries like in 10 minutes. And the shimmer brush is way, way too intense to use, unless you want, you know, that dark blue. But I did use it to mix with my Stickles to go around the edges and give it a little shadow. Just to give it a little dimension and a little more color. And I really, really like having the Stickles like that. So that is how I did those. And these leaves were just the Stickles. They're real shimmery. I can't think of anything else I did that was different. Okay. So that's how you're going to put this card together, if you got it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for joining me.